Modifying parameters involves unauthorized changes to configuration settings or operational parameters within ICS devices. This can lead to suboptimal performance, safety hazards, or even physical damage to water treatment infrastructure. Legacy systems often communicate through non-IP channels, where parameter modifications can occur without being detected by IP-based monitoring systems. This leaves critical changes unnoticed, potentially leading to severe operational disruptions and safety issues. By implementing robust monitoring and configuration management practices that track all changes to parameters, utilizing AI/ML to analyze both IP and non-IP communication streams to identify unauthorized modifications. By detecting and verifying all parameter changes, operators can prevent unauthorized modifications, ensuring that systems operate within safe and intended parameters, thus protecting both the infrastructure and personnel. In the Marucci-Schreier sewage spill incident in Australia, a disgruntled ex-employee accessed the control system and remotely modified the pump station parameters. They altered the settings to cause pumps to fail, resulting in the release of 800,000 liters of raw sewage into local parks, rivers, and residential areas. This environmental disaster highlighted the vulnerabilities in monitoring and controlling parameter changes. The Marucci-Schreier incident demonstrates the dangers of unauthorized parameter modifications. Attackers altered operational settings without detection, causing significant environmental damage. This underscores the necessity of monitoring both IP and non-IP communications to identify and prevent unauthorized modifications. And now we'll take a look at our third scenario, MITRE ATT&CK tactic and pair process control, or technique ID T0836 modify parameter. In this threat scenario, an attacker has gained access to the SCADA control station and/or the telemetry network and is utilizing Modbus write function codes to manipulate the data registers of 30,001 and 30,002, which are the data registers where the RTU stores the level indicators values. Thus, the attacker is manipulating the control and operation of the lift station. The analytics engine in SyrenQL will monitor the network packets at RTU input register addresses of 30,001 and 30,002 and alert when the values appear to be operating outside of normal operational boundaries. With this scenario, adversaries may modify parameters used to instruct industrial control systems devices. Such parameters can determine the extent to which an action is performed and may specify additional options. An adversary can potentially modify these parameters to produce an outcome outside of what was intended by the operators. Modified parameters may be turned into dangerous, out of bounds, or unexpected values from typical operations. The mitigation strategy that I will employ will be M0947, providing the ability to verify the integrity and authenticity of changes to parameter values. Cynalytica's monitoring sensors will be able to capture network communications packets and validate against other commands and/or data sources. The detection method that will be employed again will be DS0029, network traffic content, and network traffic flow. Again, in the analytics engine, in the SyrenQL query language, the following alerts will be established. When a response message for registers 30,001 or 30,002 originates from a slave address that is not equal to 1, or when a response message for registers 30,001 and 30,002 originate from a serial guard port not equal to 2, when the normal rate of change for the level is outside of normal parameters, or when the lead pump is on and the flow is greater than 300 and our level does not change over a period of time. Let's return back to the analytics engine's dashboard and let's evaluate some of these alerts. So at the dashboard now, we'll go ahead and click on our alert banner up here at the top. Click on the critical alerts. We'll go ahead and we'll come down and we will find 836. And here it is right here. So we'll go over to the right and we'll click on edit. The error here is really just a change of state error. So this is the packet that triggered the error for us, but it was just the data variable contained in those two Modbus registers. So we'll go back to SyrenQL And I'll show you, here's the code that triggers the 836 alert. So we're watching that alert, keeping the average in an hour. And then whenever we see that average for LIT1 go outside of that, which would be uncharacteristic, the range is outside of anything that we would see from flooding or any extreme weather event. So when we see it change and manipulate like that, we know that somebody's trying to modify parameter. Something's wrong. Maybe even the LIT transmitter's going bad. But from our perspective, it triggers an alert. That's the alert we're going to see. Let's go to our endpoint and see that alert, there it is, modify parameter has been triggered, and that goes to our third-party simmer SOAR. So by implementing robust monitoring and configuration management practices that track all changes parameters, Cynalytica's analytics engine with SyrenQL detects unauthorized parameter modifications by monitoring communication channels for configuration changes. SyrenQL's advanced algorithms analyze both IP and non-IP data streams, identifying and flagging unauthorized modifications to operational parameters in real time. Parameter modifications can lead to significant disruptions if not detected promptly. By analyzing communication channels for configuration changes, SyrenQL can detect unauthorized modifications in both IP and legacy non-IP systems. This real-time detection capability ensures that any changes are quickly identified and addressed. By understanding and addressing these critical MITRE ATT&CK ICS tactics, water and water treatment facility operators can significantly enhance the security and resilience of their infrastructure. Monitoring both IP and non-IP communications is essential to achieving comprehensive situational awareness and robust defense against sophisticated cyber adversaries. Please follow us at Cynalytica.com to help with your ICS cybersecurity needs, or if you need more information. I'm Michael Robinson with Cynalytica. Thanks for watching.